the mic fly.
Resurrection.
Make the mic fly.
Resurrection.
Funny how the music put time to perspective. Have a soundtrack to your life to perfect it.
Nevada.
Yeah, we went to
Yeah.
Nevada, got
Yeah.
like Roman candles and stuff and a ton of bottle rockets.
Yeah.
And then we came back and we were just shooting them off in the neighborhood.
Which also, like, Jake, like out here for like half the year, like fireworks are illegal because it's like it was
Are they legal all year round? And
well, no, because they'll do the fire bans
oh yeah.
in Idaho for like half of the year because it doesn't rain from like May to like September, so it's a desert. So it's like if you have a firework, it just like light the whole thing on fire, basically.
Yeah. When I was a kid, in Utah, we weren't even allowed to do like bottle rockets and stuff. All aerials were illegal. So we had to go.
Is that what you thought when we went to that one fireworks place like an hour away from here? You're like, dude, these are illegal. How are they selling these? And I was like, they're just Roman candles. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, everything's illegal in Utah. But yeah, I got a bunch and we were just shooting them off in the neighborhood. And I remember like I had been standing doing most of them, like holding them, shooting them off. I did some out of my butt. And then like we laid in the grass and my buddy's brother was like holding one, and I don't know why we were laying down, but me and my buddy were just laying in the grass watching.
Yeah.
And after it shot up, this dude came out of his house and he was like, "What the fuck is going on? It's 2 a.m." And so his brother like just started running. He booked it, and this guy came out in his he's got like nothing on but underwear and flip flops, and he like chased him down the road. And then we were both like, "Oh shit!" And so we like ran into my house, went in through the basement window, and we were like, "Because I'm sure other people were here." And
It was this the neighborhood on top of the hill, right?
No, yeah.
Okay.
It was my it was in Tooele. It wasn't the Salt Lake
Okay,
neighborhood.
gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we like hid in the basement window and we were freaking out. We were pretty young. So I was like, dude, someone's going to call the cops. We're going to be in so much trouble. And so we were panicking. And while we were sitting there like talking it out, then his brother like came and jumped through the window wheel and we thought it was the guy. And so we're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, dude, it scared the crap out of me. But no, that was probably the closest. The cops never got called on us. Got a
Thank
light.
God.
Yeah.
Me
Dude.
and Ben blew Ben's lizard up with M80s. Yeah.
I forgot
That's crazy.
about that.
My parents thought we were like satanic or something like that. The lizard was already dead. The lizard was already dead for pretense. Yeah.
That's dark, man. Yeah, no, and he lived like 5 years longer than he ever should have. Like I
Yeah,
stopped
good.
feeding him after a while, being like, "You can die now." He kept going on, dude.
Oh my god.
Then we had
But
like
yeah,
a box of M80s, and like we like put the lizard in a shoebox, and we put like fucking like 5 M80s in there, and we like
Hey,
poured gasoline on the shoebox, and then we fucking lit the shoebox on fire. Yo, it blew a crater in the ground. Yo, nothing was left of this lizard. There wasn't fucking a limb left. There wasn't ash left. Yo, this lizard, the whole shoebox was gone. There was no shoebox
Oh,
anymore.
boy.
Yo, it was destroyed. We told our
Yeah.
parents, they thought we were like Satanists or something like that. They
Yeah.
were like mortified.
Yeah, I remember my mom was confused because I was telling her, I was like, "Oh, it's not how I imagined it," because I really wanted kazoos to have some kazoos so we could do that song they played during Seven Gun Salutes.
Oh,
We
yeah.
blew this lizard sky high. And I remember the look that she gave me of like, I've raised the dumbest boys on the entire planet. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
I respect that, dude. It was a Viking burial, dude. He deserved it, bro.
Yeah, and we used to like light Josh's like teddy bears in fire because we would make napalm out of like gasoline and styrofoam. And then mom was like walking. I remember mom driving up as we're doing that, and we're wearing gas masks. Remember you said our house was like Malcolm in the Middle.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, dude, the neighbors were probably like, what the fuck is going on over there? Yeah.
Our one neighbor was doing a Nazi salute. That's what he was
wild.
doing. Yeah, our one neighbor
What?
was,
The neighbor was doing a Nazi salute?
I don't know, but imagine, dude, he was ex-Nazi as far as it goes.
How do you know
Haircut?
this?
Remember Haircut?
Oh, yeah. She was definitely a Nazi. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, because she was 90 when we went there, and then when we moved in the house, her mom was still alive, and she was definitely like she was like 100, and she would be at the bus stop when I'd go to like school, and it's because she had Alzheimer's, and she thought she was still at the train station waiting for her husband to come back from the war.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was really dark.
Our dad is such a
That's
pussy,
crazy.
yo. Our dad is a baby back bitch. Yo, Herta's son was like a
Jake
retarded
has some
child
beef
molester.
with her dad, in case you haven't picked that up. Jake's got a little bit of beef going on with that.
But Herta's son was a retarded child molester who lived. Who lived
Holy crap.
no, but he was. And,
That's all you gotta say.
dude, so we had a back fence, right? We had a back fence. Our property was like only the 2 acres, right? But then they had the strip behind our property, like a little strip of property behind. And before there was no fence, her retarded chomo son would walk back and forth along our property line, like in the backyard. And then they put the fence up, and he would still do it, walk back and forth behind the fence. And then eventually he started doing it out front. He would walk back and forth in front of our house, with a cane,
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, and just
And,
stare at our
and
mom.
dad never did shit about it, yo. If some fucking retarded child molester was walking shit behind my kid's fence, I would beat that motherfucker's ass, yo. He just let this random dude just creep on his kids, yo, behind the fence. What is going on? What is going on? We used to camp in the backyard, and I would be so afraid that guy was gonna fucking take my butt cheeks or something, dude.
Dude, we had a 50-50 camping in the backyard to watching some guy spread butt cheeks like on top of us. Dude, he was weird.
He was living
Dude,
like
he
the
was
middle of nowhere.
weird.
Yeah, we had like I don't know, it was middle of nowhere. It was like, think of it as like 2 minutes outside of town kind of scenario. It was like
I always pictured your house like, here's your house, and then just deep woods, like classic
there was a
Pennsylvania.
couple
In the
acres of
back, it
wood.
was deep woods. We had
Yeah.
a neighbor on the left and the right, and then across the street was a cornfield. So it was pretty much middle of nowhere. Like,
He was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the 3 neighbors. That sucks.
Yeah, he was the neighbor on the that was the neighbor on the right. And then the neighbor on the
Yeah.
left, they were like, I
He
don't
was
know.
cool.
He was cool, but like I remember I was way too young with you, and they're like, "You want to come inside our house and like see all the cool stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, like whatever, dude." And then they had like a bug collection. They had bugs all over the walls.
oh,
that
I
they, like, had
vaguely
in, like-
remember this, yo. I vaguely remember this.
Yeah, they had
Oh
them
my
in
God.
tiny little picture frames, dude. That they were like, and that's this, and that's this, and that's this. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then like I told mom and dad, and I'm assuming they didn't ask for like, hey, are you cool for like we show your kids our bug collection? They just kind of invited us inside the house. I'm like, look, kids, like I think mom and dad got like freaked out that they were like about to kidnap us or molest us, basically. Because I don't remember ever talking to them again after that.
No, that guy was cool. One time I was smoking a bunch of weed on the back porch when no one was home with all my friends. And that
Yeah.
dude came outside and he seen me. Like out back smoking with all my friends.
He would come out in
And
his
then-
underwear sometimes too.
But then the next day, yeah, so we were surrounded by child molesters when we were growing up. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking, but
Yeah, you were.
He was always shirtless,
We were
hanging
cool.
out, and he had an above ground pool, and he'd be chilling there, just like just
Who's
watching.
the one in the family not telling secrets, man? So what do you got?
A lot of repressed memories.
dude, I got a repressed memory, but this dude fucking he seen me smoking weed and then he talked to my mom the next day and I looked out the front window and I seen him and my mom talking in the front yard, right?
Dude,
I was
that's
like, oh,
snitch,
fuck.
dude. Ooh,
Oh my
yeah.
god, he's gonna snitch on me. But he didn't
Yeah.
snitch on me. He didn't say shit to mom, yeah. Mom
Dude,
came inside and was
what?
like, I had a good conversation with whatever his name was. I was like, let's go, my guy. Yeah.
He doesn't want to let your mom know. He's trying to build a relationship with you. man.
True.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
get it.
yeah. He wants to know your
True.
plug. That's why.
Trying to
Hey,
groom
man,
me.
you want to come over? I got weed in my basement.
yeah, exactly.
You got to take your shirt off.
Yeah,
But yeah, I had a
Damn.
repressed memory that Josh gave to me. I totally blocked out. I didn't even know, like I knew it was a thing, but I don't know if I believed it or not. And then Josh
What?
was like, remember that one time where you were the only kid who didn't get any Christmas presents? And I didn't. I didn't.
yeah.
Dude, I blocked it out. I had no memory of it. And then Josh said it to me at work one day, and I was like, I had like a That's So Raven flashback. I was like,
Yeah, dude. Was that the Christmas that you got a shared gift with everyone? Your gift was shared. It was a basketball net,
yeah, they
right?
we
Was
got a
that
gift.
fun?
They said we got a
Wow.
gift. We got a gift for the whole family. We got a basketball net, and then
But
they're like, and it's
mostly
also Jake's gift.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh my
I
gosh.
had
Yeah.
zero memory of that. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
Josh
yeah.
said it to me, yo, and I was like, I had like 10 years of PTSD. I was like, I was like, no,
Yeah.
what?
I remember being like 12, hearing that, being like, that kind of sucks for you.
How are you gonna buy every other kid gifts for Christmas, but not me? Yo, that's wild. Yeah.
You
Did they
weren't even
forget
bad
it yet?
yet. You haven't even done anything wrong yet, and you're like,
I
"Oh, we're
was-
trying to
I hadn't
wonder
even done
where this came from." Dude, I think that was the Christmas that like I got a book, Josh got a basketball, and then we got the shared basketball net. That was
Let's
Jake's
go.
present. That's fine. I remember telling that to mom because I think that was the first year we started doing the Chinese food, and I like get it. I think that was like 08, maybe 09, like back when like they were both out of the job and things were like super rough. But I remember mom being like, "It was never that bad." And I was like, "Mom, there's like one Christmas, like
Dude,
I got a book, and Jake got a basketball net that we all had to share, and Josh got a basketball. It's like there was like we got $20 gifts, and then the $100 basketball like that you guys pulled together for, and I was like, it was pretty tough. And she's like,
It's because that
not like
motherfucker
that."
wasn't working. Get a job, Brett Smith. You fucking lazy ass bum. Yo, you sitting on your ass. You fucking bitch. You a fucking bitch made motherfucker. I would have been flipping patties at McDonald's. I would have been at McDonald's fucking flipping patties. I have 4 kids at home. You got no fucking job, you fucking lazy ass bitch. I hope he's listening to this shit, yo.
Yeah, dude. Oh man.
There's no resentment there. I don't have any resentment towards him.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
could,
yeah. It's actually it's all water under the bridge with Jacob. Like it's the.
I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it.
It's not like
all
But if I
That's
see you, it's
good.
on site, motherfucker. It's on site, bitch.
Dude, there's so much to clip from this episode. I'm so excited.
Wild.
We're at like 118. Do you want to go a little longer and maybe we can squeeze in like a bonus episode?
I don't give a fuck. We can keep
Or
going.
do you
Yeah.
want to go to bed? I know you're 2 hours ahead and I know it's late,
No,
so I
I'm
want to keep
good.
you up. Let's do
I'm good. This job I'm doing right now is a fucking bitch. It's a bitch. Yo, the fucking, oh my God. Yo, it's driving me nuts. The colors are horrific, yo. I hope they never listen to this. The colors are the worst colors I've ever seen in a house, yo. They're terrible. The one room is a green bedroom with a purple bathroom. You got a fucking Barney house, yo. What the fuck are you doing?
Gosh,
Yo, the walls are orange and yellow. Welcome to Dunkin'
Yeah.
Donuts in this bitch, yo.
That's horrific. Yeah, they went Dunkin' Donuts colors with it.
Oh.
It's wild, actually.
Yeah, I've been slaving there, dude. And then the one lady was like, they came on Saturday to clean the floors. They were
Yeah,
gonna sweep and mop. And I was like, oh no, don't worry about that. I sweep and mop when I'm done. Like when I pull my tarps up and everything.
yeah.
And she said to me,
Like,
she said, for $12,000, you better sweep and mop. That's what she said to
dude,
me.
I would kick their ass, dude.
I wanted
oh
to
my
put this
God.
bitch in a headlock. I want to take her head and dad's head and fucking clack them together like a fucking Agent Cody Banks. Agent Cody Banks jump up and do a split kick and fucking kick both of them in the face, yo. I was pissed, yo. Outrageous. Outrageous. I was like,
Dude.
ha ha ha. Oh, you know, I was like pretending to laugh.
What's like the worst job you've ever done, dude?
I've done a couple of jobs that were like, oh, because like the one people we work for, like the company that me and Josh first subcontracted for, it was all rich people.
Were they a general contractor, or were they also a painting subcontractor that just had you guys, their employees, as subcontractors?
No, so they were a restoration company for stucco that failed. So whenever someone had stucco on their house that failed, they would replace the stucco, but then it would fuck up the walls on the inside because of all the hammering. It would like
so you
cause
guys
cracks and shit.
painted them.
So I would go in and paint that and paint the windows and whatever. And I'm trying to think. I mean, this isn't even the craziest story, but I just fucking like went into this house and then like me and my boss got in an argument, and
Yeah.
then Josh was standing out front like he didn't know what to do, and like me and the boss were battling. And then I just went up to Josh and I was like, all right, we're going home. And then we just fucking never worked for them again. And Josh was standing there like, wait. He had no clue what to do. The boss was like looking at Josh like, what do you think about this? Like asking Josh. And Josh was like, like Josh was in between me and the boss fighting. Josh like had no clue what to do. He's like fucking 19 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, well, actually, Doug, did you ever have like a super gnarly job as far as it goes, or like just a job that you hated? Because I'm thinking of one with Jake and I, like our first job that we had.
dude, let's hear it. Tell yours.
Well, no, I mean, anything that comes to mind for you as far as it goes?
I mean, job wise or like a day at a job wise? Both.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I don't know. Probably HVAC, dude. Yeah, it gets hot as balls when you're doing HVAC in attics.
Yeah, because you're like going up in the insulation basically.
Yeah,
with
I'm
it.
trying to remember.
You're covered in fiberglass, and
Dude,
you're-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have like PTSD. There was one attic that was so tiny that you had to like lay down on your stomach to do work in. And we had smashed, there was an old like system up there. We smashed it flat and we're crawling around on that. I don't remember
like
too
the
much
old
what
Dutch.
happened, but I could have sworn there was like rats up there. Obviously, all the fiberglass, plus it was like 100 degrees that summer.
Yeah.
So I just went home and I would like strip in the car. I was so freaking hot.
So this is a repressed memory, is what you're saying?
Dude, yeah.
So you
there was
got-
a couple things
So
that
you definitely got
happened on that
molested.
job, but
You got
I don't really
molested in
remember.
the attic, basically.
Got molested.
I-
Oh, man.
Dude,
I had
yeah.
a dude, an old man, grab my wiener once at work. Ever tell you that
Oh,
story?
yeah?
Ever
Yeah,
tell you that
yeah.
story? That's a clip right there. I had an old man grab my wiener at work once. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, like, wait, hold on, how long?
Yeah, hold on. Over the pants? Or?
You're trying to give us crap for pooping our pants?
Yeah, dude. You called me out for like seeing Ben's wiener. No one's ever grabbed me.
yeah.
dude,
Who's this guy?
You got your,
dude, so the
Go
first
away,
guy I
hold on.
painted for, it was 3 guys who lived in a house together. They bought a house. And I
Yeah.
guess
Oh my
I
gosh.
didn't put together that they were gay. Like, I had no clue because I'm so
Oh, it's
naive.
another tip situation, man.
Yeah,
you got,
that's
you
what-
got played with the
yeah,
tips.
you've been in way worse scenarios, way more gay scenarios than we've been in. Yeah.
But dude, so like we went down to the city. It was in Philly to do this job for one of their friends. Now I know he's a gay friend, and we
Not
We sh-
insurance. I definitely know now.
it was across from the old Comcast building in this apartment building, whatever. But so he had an apartment or a condo here. He bought the condo next to his too. So we were painting the one that he bought. His neighbor died or whatever. He was like a 80-year-old man, 85. Like he was old as balls, yeah. And when we showed up at 8 a.m., he was already like half drunk. Like you could tell he was half in the bag. And this was at 8 a.m. Yeah, on a weekday, yo, half in the bag, 8 a.m. on a weekday. So I show up, I'm like, and he's like, "You guys want drinks?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'll take a drink." You know what I mean? Why not, dude? So like,
literally, rule number 1 is don't drink with them. Don't get the juice box, right? When you hang out with the priest, you can't go and like if he offers you a drink for some wine, you can't say yes. You literally fell for like rule number 1 with it.
I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll take a drink, bro." I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
And he was like bringing me drinks throughout the day while I was painting. By 12 o'clock, he was so hammered. We were painting the wall blue. He like leaned on the wall like this, like right, and then he pulled off the wall, and he looked like Braveheart, yo. Like half of his face was blue, yo. Like his whole body was blue because he leaned right on wet paint. That's how drunk he was.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of the day, he's like, "Come back to my apartment, yo. Pour me a drink. Like, I'm fucking hammered." That's what he said. Like, I didn't think anything of it because he was clearly he was blackout. So I didn't think anything of it. I was like, "Yeah."
Good customer service, dude. That's all.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
And he's like 80 years old. So I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, I was like,
The
I didn't think an
oldest dude
80-year-old
on the
was trying to
planet,
fuck
dude.
me. I went in
Dude.
his.
Dude, actually, though.
I had no clue. I was oblivious. I went in his apartment. The only thing I remember at his apartment to this day is he had a stuffed fox, like a taxidermied fox.
That's the fox that you stared at as you got molested.
I was like, that's weird or whatever. Like, I didn't think anything of it. So we had like a little kitchenette that was like inset. So I went into the kitchenette and the fridge was like right behind me. He was like, "The liquor's over there. Just pour me a shot of liquor." It was vodka. So I go, I'm pouring the shot. I see out of the corner of my eye, he's bending down on his knees. I don't think anything of it. I'm like, oh, he must have dropped something. I literally think nothing of it, dude. I'm wearing shorts.
in this story.
How are you not?
He's behind me, like, so I just like see him out of my peripheral. I'm like, oh, he must have dropped something, whatever. I'll pour this shot for him.
You know,
And then
not playing any defense, dude, whatsoever. I've
Dude.
seen more red flags at the 2008 Beijing Olympics, right?
I didn't think anything of it, dude. I didn't think anything of it. And then I'm facing the other way. He's behind me, and then I feel something at my shorts. So then I look down and he's trying to stick his hand up my shorts, yo. Yo, it's crazy, yo. I turn around and I cock a punch. Like, I cock my fist up and I think to myself, like, yo, he's 85 years old. He's pissed drunk at noon.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
rock him right now, he might die. Like, I have like 1,000 thoughts go through my head. I'm like that meme of the lady with the math and all the numbers. And I'm like, I might murder him. So then I'm like, I don't fucking play that shit, bro. Like, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
And then this is what he says to me. He's like, I'll make you feel so good. That's what he said. He said, I'll make you feel. I was like, nah, I don't fucking play that shit. And then this was his
Then he
rebuttal.
paused for a second. He goes, "Nah, never mind."
His rebuttal, he goes, I'll give you $30. That's what he said.
And you were
He
like,
said, I'll give you. Ben would have taken that shit. You fucking shit your pants for $30. You would have let that old man suck you off, yeah. You would've fucking let-
You know, if roles were reversed, Ben would be up in there like 30.
Does it mean 30? Like,
What else you got?
I'm like, really?
You really make me feel
I'd be
good?
like, really? 30? You think I'm worth 30? Oh.
But then I yelled at him. I was like, I don't fucking play that shit, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what gave you the impression. The fact that I came into your apartment and I poured your drink. Like, I don't know what kind of signs are.
You flirt with me all day.
Yeah, that's what he thought. He thought I was. Yeah, that's exactly what he thought. But then he fucking goes to get up. Like, he goes to stand up and he gets like halfway up and he starts fucking falling because he's so hammered. And I catch him.
Oh, man.
I catch him because he's about to eat shit. And then, like, by the time I catch him,
Yeah.
he was like dead weight. Like, he was
Yeah.
blacked. He was like fucking like
Did you
fucking
tuck him
limp.
in?
Dude, so I had this like 80-year-old drunk gay guy in my arms, yo, like asleep, yo. He was
Yeah.
like
Not your worst
practically out.
Tuesday. Yeah.
I literally like laid him down on the ground like Assassin's Creed. I like closed his eyelids, and then I went out. I like ran out of there. I went to my boss.
Yeah.
Get him now.
Yeah,
Pulled
I
a Drake
fucking
Bell, dude.
laid it down. And I fucking sucked his wiener now. But I fucking
Like this limp noodle.
it was the easiest $30 I ever made. Yeah, but he was offering $30 to suck my wiener, yo. You know how down bad you got to be paying to suck dick, yo. That's crazy.
Wait. So this was a job, right?
Yeah.
So did you have to go back? What happened when you went back?
No. So I went to my boss, and I at this point didn't realize that my boss was a gay man. I just was like, oh, he lives with his bros. Just him and his 3 bros. Because none of the other dudes, I loved him and his other. He ended up being a gay racist. Yeah, I ended up.
the devil's combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was a great guy. I loved him. Besides the race thing, I disagreed with him on that. That's why I eventually ended up quitting. I have an N-word limit. Once you hit the N-word limit, you can't go over. You've already said too many N-words. And then I was like, all right, this is a little too much for me. I was out. But I went to my boss.
N-words, you only get so many. Yeah.
Yeah, but I went to my boss and I was like, yo, that old man tried to suck me off. We got to get out of here. And then on the drive home, my boss was like, yeah, he tried that with me a couple times. Yeah.
Yo,
I was like, you don't give me a warning, bro. You don't give me a fucking warning.
Yeah.
That this old man's gonna try to suck my wiener.
Yeah.
But then my boss sent my coworker down the next day because he wasn't, or I guess he didn't know what happened. We left him there. Me and my boss ditched him there, and then we never said to my coworker what happened. And then the next day, my boss sent the coworker back down. The coworker had no clue what was going on. My boy Mike, I love this guy. And then the coworker comes back to me the day after that, and he's like, he gave me $100 tip. And
I'm sure he did, yeah.
And my coworker was like, he told me to tell you that if you want your $100 tip, you got to go down there and see him. That's what my coworker said to me. I was like, nah. But yeah, the story with my boss is one day we were painting during the Black Lives Matter shit, and he was a gay man. and he was going hard on the N word, yo.
Really?
And I was like,
No
yo, you gotta
way.
chill with that, bro. Like,
Bro,
you hit your limit, yo. You hit your N word limit, bro. And then he was not chilling. He was screaming it in a client's house, yo. Like, outrageous, yo.
Holy was he like? Was he doing the white guy thing where he's trying to be cool and say it like there's a rap song, or was he like using the hard R for it, dude?
He was saying like, I hope every black guy in jail dies. That's what he was saying. That's what he was saying. Yeah.
Oh my god!
I was like, all right, I quit, bro. I quit. I'm out of here. So I quit that day. Yeah. I don't know if he was drunk or what, but he was going crazy, dude. I was like, yo, relax, bro. Relax.
Yeah, it's a
And
hot.
he was not relaxing.
It's a hot day. He takes off his shirt to paint. It's got his Aryan Brotherhood tattoos all over him as far as it goes. Dude,
But yeah, I hit the road. I ran away.
did you break the chair?
No, I just dropped the thing.
Oh yeah. That's
He was a
okay.
nice guy, though. Besides that, I love the guy.
Yeah, yeah. He just had this dark, twisted side to him.
He was a
That's
nice
weird.
gay racist, yo. He was a nice gay racist.
Oh,
Yeah, sounds like it.
always paid on time.
But
Honestly,
he reached his limit with me. I couldn't
Yeah.
take it anymore.
He gave me per DMs. You know what? I turned a blind eye when he would say it sometimes during Nelly songs.
You
but,
got to.
yeah, and he would scream DMX lyrics really loud. But and then
Dude, he was a man. I loved him. Sometimes we would go to the diner before work for an hour, and he would buy us breakfast. We would just eat breakfast with him, just chill with him. Like
yeah,
he was,
That's the best.
that's sweet.
yeah, but he just happened to be a Nazi level racist, and I had no clue.
Yeah. Dude, how much do you remember from our first job that we had?
The Bora Farms.
Yeah. How much do you remember from that place? What was it like working there?
I remember they had that illegal immigrant slave. What was his name? What was his name? Roberto.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't have his papers, so they made him work like a slave, yo. He worked like 97 hours a week, yo. And then
Yeah.
the owner would come in and they would whip him. He'd be like, "Cut it down." He'd be like, ah!
Boy, what are you doing outside of your kitchen, boy? And he
But yeah,
lived
no, he
in
like
the
lived
apartment
upstairs.
above. Yeah.
Yes.
So like it didn't matter how early you got to work, he was always already in the kitchen,
Oh, great.
like working basically. Or sometimes you could like hear him you could hear him one morning I heard him get out of bed and I was like, okay. And then you could hear his dresser open. And I was like, oh shoot, he's getting dressed. And then like I heard him all the way down, right down the stairs, right into like the bakery entrance. I was like, dude, that's a terrible life right there. And he's like, yeah, we got Roberto for a long time. I mean, I used to own like 2 other businesses and he's been with me since the beginning. And Roberto's like, I came over on cargo boat for 14 days.
Yeah. Yeah. He
wonder why he had
fucking worked
Yeah, he had gold grills. He was the coolest dude ever, dude. Or was it silver? He had silver
They were
grills.
silver. They were silver. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had like the worst Mexican dentistry, like where they just like mold your teeth around with like silver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Your
don't think
teeth
they were
would fall
grills,
apart.
dog. I think they were fucking. That was bad dentistry. I think he had
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Guatemalan
yeah.
dentist, yo. That was not grills, yo. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah,
He was
and
working for
Ron
slave
Jenkins-
labor.
Dude.
He didn't have
it was-
fucking spinners on a Cadillac, yo. That was fucking bad dentistry.
They filled his mouth with molten silver and said, "You're good to go, bud. Get out of here." Did you? I remember, like, it was so bad for him, and he was the nicest dude. I used to have daydreams of me being rich, and he's like, "I love the flowers. I love doing all the flowers and the Christmas trees, and I want to be a florist one day." And I remember having daydreams of that job, of being like, "Man, when I'm rich one day, I'm gonna have a big garden, so Roberto can go and he can be a gardener. And he
So
can,
you can be my
he
slave
can
again.
finally be happy and do what he wants. And a little cottage for him, but he was a homie. I love that dude.
No, I loved him. He was the man. He was a man.
Dude,
I worked with another guy like that named Pete who had
Yeah.
charges. And he was a black guy. I worked at a factory, and they would do the same thing with him. They would like fucking like he like had felony charges, but he had a job at this factory, so he couldn't lose it. And like everybody at the factory would like abuse him. Yeah, it was a very
He's
it was a
not
very
doing anything this
Roberto
weekend. Keep in
situation.
mind. Yeah. Dude, I remember one time they were a little late on paying, and I was like,
a little late on paying. They wouldn't pay us for months on
Dude.
end.
See, this is where it's coming from because it was like, I was like, I know we haven't been paid in a while.
It would be like
Um,
3 months no pay.
Yeah, the
Jeez,
whole
dude.
time. And this was because it was under the table, so he was like, "I'll just pay you when I get to you." But like, I remember like sitting in the car with Jake, and then I was like, "Have you gotten paid yet?" And he's like, "Dude, I haven't been paid in months." And I was like, "Oh shoot!" And I was like, "I'll talk to him tomorrow." And Jake's like, "Fuck that! I'm talking to him tonight." You were like 15, maybe like 14, and you were just like straight thugging, like, "I'm gonna go talk to him." And I was like, Jake's gonna get his ass kicked.
Dude, I would have to
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
muscle him for the pay, dude. I would have to like fucking, and then he would literally go right to the cash register, register, and just pull cash out of the cash register and pay us out. Like, and he would be like
Yeah.
3 months late, yo. He'd have to give us like, I remember one time I didn't get paid for 3 months, and he gave me like $700, yo. $700 for 3 months worth of work. How much
Yeah,
was
I
I
know.
getting paid, yo?
I know, dude.
That's wild.
Dude, I remember one time he screamed at me because like I couldn't get kerosene. There was like they were doing a winter thing where you could pick a Christmas tree, you could go on a sleigh ride. There was a bonfire at the back. The bonfire had all these kerosene lanterns.
That was hell, dude. That was
And,
hell.
dude, that was the worst. I still think about that night of like how he screamed at me on the phone because he's like, "Ben, you literally have one job. I just need you to go down to the Sunoco gas station at the bottom of the hill and get kerosene." I was like, "Sweet." And so, but he's like, "You need to stop at Walmart to get gas can, come back, be quick. Everyone's freezing." I floored it. I go to the Sunoco and they're like, "We're out of kerosene, but the next place 5 miles down the road has kerosene." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I go to the next gas station. They're like, "We're out," but like the next place 2 miles down the road has it. And as I'm going to each gas station, I'm getting calls from him, and he's screaming on the phone at me. He's like, "Where are you?" He's like, "You're supposed to be back here an hour ago." He's like, "If you don't show up with that, don't even bother showing." And dude, that was like, it was like him. I think it was 4 phone calls of him screaming at me. And like eventually, like I got it, which I should have been like, whatever, F you, dude, and not even done it anyway. But I got it, and like I just gave the kerosene cans to Roberto, and I was like, "I'm fired, so I'll see you later, dude." And like I left, and then it was like weird because it was like springtime, and he was like talking to our mom, and he's like, "Where's Ben and Jake? They were our best helpers. I haven't seen them in a long time." He's like, "I miss those guys."
Oh
I was
my
like, "Dude,
gosh.
last time I talked to you, you were screaming at me on the phone like for like 20 minutes the entire time." And
Yeah,
then
he gave me one of those. I quit because of that. The reason I quit is I was like,
Yeah.
yo, I got a rugby game this Saturday. I'm going to need off.
Yeah.
And then he called me on Saturday and was like, "Where the fuck are you?" I'm fucking like 15 years old, yo. He's like, "Get your fucking ass in here." I'm like,
Yeah, dude, the way he would talk to us,
Holy
just,
crap,
he would just
dude.
scream at us the entire time. And I was like, dude, like, who cares? We're 17, 15 years old. I'm already showing up at like, we would show up at like 5 a.m. to go and pack the truck for the farmers markets in the morning. And then we would
I used to work that farmer's market with
yeah.
what's her face. I had to be there at 5 a.m. I was fucking 15 years old. Every
Yeah.
Saturday. I was getting hammered those Friday nights. You know how hard it is to get there at 5 a.m., yeah?
Yeah. But we'd show up at 5 a.m. and then we would do the farmers markets. And sometimes I would pull doubles because there was the one in Doylestown and then there was the one in Hatfield, and it would be on the same time. So I'd have to run over to Hatfield, like over there at the same time. So I'm working from like 5 a.m. to like 3:30, like on a weekend. And I'm 17. So that's like hell on earth if you're like a 17-year-old as far as it goes. You're like, oh, there goes my entire like Saturday for $8 worth of pay that I don't need, and I'm stupid and I think this is good money because
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
17 on top of it. And dude, I'm trying to get some of the other crap that he used to pull with me. I remember the last day
Dude,
of
we
work.
used to hang Christmas trees,
Yeah.
and they
Did
would
you
never
ever-
tell us. And we
Yeah.
would think that we would be working inside, and they'd be like, "You're outside today." And we would
Yeah,
have like
you're
no winter jackets, yo, in the middle of the winter. And we would have to hang Christmas trees by like this twine, and you couldn't use gloves to tie the knots. And our fingers would be like fucking fingers would be like brittle, yo, by the end of the night.
Yeah. Dude, what was the one time that he ended up, what was it? Oh, did you ever work the Thanksgiving for him at all, making the pies?
Yeah.
So I did one Thanksgiving shift once, and it ended up being me like, I'm making the pies, and then he's like, "Okay, sweet, like, so you'll be off at 9, but can you come back early?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And 9 o'clock rolls around, he goes, "We're so behind on orders. I need more dough." And then 1 o'clock rolls around, and he's like, "We're still behind on orders. I need more dough." And then I'm like, "Dude, you want me to come back at 5?" He's like, "That is a good idea. You should come back at 5." And I'm like, I was like, "Dude, it's like 3 a.m. right now." And he's like, well, can you still come back at 5? And so I legit went to the back where they had all the flour and the flour sacks that they stored, and I crawled up on 2 sacks of flour, and I went to sleep. And then
Dude.
and then I had my like phone alarm set for like 5, and I woke back up like a couple hours later, and I pulled a full shift with them. And
We
I
were
was like,
children.
Dude, I was like, this is illegal. This is so illegal. I'm not even an adult yet, dude.
Dude, you guys put up with way more crap than I did. The worst I ever did was I think I've told you this, that Black Friday, I did security at Walmart on a Black Friday.
I don't remember that.
Oh
Dude,
my
It was
god.
the episode of South Park.
It might as well have been, dude. It was the same thing.
Hold the line.
Me and like 3 friends thought it was going to be a good idea because they pay you time and a half.
Yeah.
And one of my friends was like doing it regularly. He works security with this company all the time. And he was like, you guys should come. And I was like, oh, dude, tight, man. Yeah, this will be like the best gig ever. You can pick your own days. Like, sweet, I'll do it. And so we
Wait,
do
you
this
were a
Black
security guard
Friday.
at Walmart?
Dude, yeah, security guard at Walmart, man.
This is a lie. He's white. This is a lie.
Okay, wait, though, but it was in Utah.
made up, dude. We don't even believe
I've never
you.
seen a white security guard at Walmart. Yo. This is outrageous. Yeah.
I'm fighting off grannies, nothing real.
We know they ship they bring in like people from the inner city for the Walmart security on Black Friday just to fill in the Utah spots, dude.
They did
so like
for
I
us.
already know you're making this up, man.
All right, you got me. Me and my friends got high in the basement.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Jeez, but anyway, yeah. So we worked, and dude, I mean, the second we got there, I was like, I'm already so done. They sent us outside, and I had just a hoodie on, and it's like snowing. It's like 3 a.m. And I hated it. I had to like guide people indoors, and no one can read a freaking sign. There's a sign that says entrance and exit, and everyone's trying to go on the exit.
Yeah.
So I had to be like, no, go this way, go this way. And I thought my gig sucked. I was just freezing. And so like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours in, I was like, dude, this sucks. I'm going inside. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
So I just walked inside, and right when I got inside, like there were 2 people just standing there fighting over like dish rack. It's like, dude, I'm not breaking this up. I'm not getting paid enough. So I just went in the back and I found my buddies, and I was like, are you guys done? You want to go home? They're like, yeah, dude. They apparently ditched their shifts like way before me, and we're just hanging out. So I was like, dude, like, let's go home, man. So we all
Yeah, me and my mom used to do it.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, me
Oh, man.
and my mom used to do Black Friday every year. We would go at 5 a.m. But this is back when they didn't open the day before or whatever.
Wow,
They used to never start the deals early. It used to be the deal started on Black Friday. And we were inside Target. And it was packed. It was like shoulder to shoulder.
Is
And
this where the power went out?
Dude, the power went out.
Oh my
And
gosh.
It turned into like Squid Games when they turn the lights off at night and everybody starts murdering each other, yo. It was crazy, yo. It was like mayhem, dude. People were like breaking bottles and like fucking stabbing each other with them, yo. It was crazy.
I remember mom telling me that story, and she's like, and so Jake and I politely waited with the DVD player for the power to get back on so that we could go and use the cash register with them. I was like, you're an idiot, mom. Are you kidding me? You could have stolen everything you wanted. And you were like, no, we're going to wait here, bud.
That is not how it happened, dude. It turned into pandemonium. And I was like, Mom, and we were like separated, dude, and people were getting like shanked and shit. I had a fucking vacuum cleaner. I was like fucking hitting people out of the way. I was like, get the fuck out of the way, you know, trying to get to mom. You know? We were separated.
Oh man,
That's
nuts. Our kids will never feel that. They'll never feel the panic of going into a Black Friday event. Basically, no one, like one of us will die here. It's just a matter of who's gonna die during this entire thing.
Who gets trampled?
Yeah,
Those are the days, dude. Those are the days.
Those were the days.
All right, amigos. We're at 1 hour and 46, and I'm beat. I don't know about you guys as far as the guy.
I gotta piss like a racehorse, dog.
Yeah, so I get it, but it's good. We can squeeze this into 2 episodes, so that's tight. And we got a ton that we could clip from out of this, which is I think this was a good episode, dude. So
Fuck yeah, dog. Let's
dude,
go,
I'm excited. We got our first sponsor. We got some good gear, dude. Like,
Hell yeah, you guys can go show each other your wieners now that we're done.
well, yeah, but
Show
like,
each other, think of years.
but he has a rule that he has to be soft when we measure, so it doesn't make me feel too bad.
I measure
But-
from underneath my nutsack, yo, way in the back, yo. That's where I start. Yeah.
Yeah, Jake goes from the root up to the stem. That's his.
I
big
started
thing.
my butthole, yo. That's where I start my penis measurement. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. That's why he's the only one in our family with 5 inches.
Yeah.
Because beautiful.
They
Yeah,
say it hurts. They say it hurts.
yeah. After anything after 5, Eric. All right, dude. Well, all right, bro. I love you, bro. Peace out.
Love you, brother. God bless. Peace
Yeah,
out.
bro.
Nice
Love you,
meeting you,
man.
dog, yo.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
wiping your booty hole with a towel, yo.
Do whatever I want in this house.
Yeah. All right, see you, man.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.